The deposit notification reads $3,400, same number, same date. The 28th of the month, arriving with the reliability of something you never had to earn twice. Just maintain, just show up for, just continue performing against objectives someone else designed for a life that was never quite yours. You've received this notification 23 times. You know because you checked, the way you check things that are about to change. 23 months of $3,400 landing in the same account while something else was being built quietly alongside it. Something that, this month, deposited $3,740 from 4 different clients who found you, paid your rate, and came back. The salary is $3,400. The side hustle is $3,740. The salary didn't disappear. You made it irrelevant, and you are sitting with both numbers on a screen on a Wednesday evening feeling something you weren't prepared for, not relief, something more complicated than relief. The salary didn't disappear. You made it irrelevant, and those two things feel nothing like each other, and everything changes the moment you understand the difference. Month 1, $150. Not from a business plan, not from a brand with a strategy deck and a clearly defined target market. From a skill you had been using inside a salary for 3 years, generating value for someone else's company at $3,400 a month, pointed directly at one person with one specific problem who was already paying someone to solve it. You became the someone. The first invoice was $150 for 4 hours of work. You priced it low because the uncertainty of the first transaction felt easier to manage at a number that couldn't be rejected. The client paid within 48 hours. No approval chain, no performance review, no manager deciding your contribution was worth exactly this and not more. Just $150, yours, from work completed on a Thursday evening between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m., while the salary job was technically finished for the day. The $150 didn't replace anything. It proved something that the $3,400 salary had never proven. That your income had a ceiling only because you had accepted the one your employer set. Outside that ceiling, in the space between your existing skill and someone's existing problem, a transaction was available that your employment contract never accounted for. One transaction at $150, one proof of concept. $150 doesn't replace anything, but it proves something no salary has ever proven. Your income has a ceiling only if you accept the one your employer set. And once that proof exists, it cannot be unproven. For the next several months, you live 2 lives simultaneously. In one life, you are a competent, reliable employee generating $3,400 a month for showing up, delivering, participating, and maintaining the specific performance the salary requires. This life is not the problem. The problem is that it is increasingly the smaller story. In the other life, the one running in the evenings between 9 p.m. and midnight, on Saturday mornings before the day develops opinions about your time, you are building something. By month 4, that something is generating $800 a month. By month 6, $1,200. You sit in a quarterly review. Your manager is discussing targets and trajectory and the metrics that define your contribution to the organization's objectives. Your phone, face down on the table beside your notebook, has a payment notification from a client who transferred $400 for work, completed the previous Tuesday at 10:15 p.m., $3,400 from the employer, $1,200 growing from the thing you built yourself. Both numbers are real. Both belong to the same month, the same person, the same life that from the outside looks like it contains only one of them. But one of them is fixed and one of them is moving. And you can feel the distance between a number with a ceiling and a number without one widening with every week that passes, quietly, undeniably, in the background of a professional life that has no idea what's being constructed alongside it. Only one of them is growing, and you can feel the distance widening every single week. Month 9. The side hustle crosses $2,000. The spreadsheet shows $2,200 for the month, 4 clients, 7 projects, 1 retainer that arrived in month 8 and has been paying $600 every 30 days with the specific reliability of something you built rather than something you were assigned. You run the hourly rate calculation on a Sunday evening. The side hustle, $2,200 divided by approximately 32 billable hours, $68.75 per hour. The salary, $3,400 divided by the actual hours, including the commute, the preparation, the mental overhead that doesn't clock out when the workday does, approximately 52 hours per week, 220 hours per month, $15.45 per hour. You have been optimizing your career around a $15.45 per hour income while building a $68.75 per hour income in the evenings. The gap is not a surprise. The gap in those specific numbers is a different category of information from the vague sense that the side hustle was doing well. It is precise. It is priced. It is the two income streams laid next to each other with the honest arithmetic of what each one is worth per hour of a life that has a finite number of hours in it. One of them has a ceiling. One of them doesn't. You built the one without a ceiling. At $2,000 a month, the side hustle becomes the main story. The salary becomes the part-time job attached to it. That reframe, on a Sunday in a spreadsheet, is when the countdown to the last pay slip begins. Month 13, revenue $900, down from $2,400 the previous month. One retainer client ended the engagement. Budget reallocation, nothing personal, the specific impersonal efficiency of a business decision that lands as a $600 monthly hole in your income. A proposal sent to 2 qualified prospects converted to 0 clients. The pipeline that felt healthy in October looks thin in November, and the arithmetic of a month where the side hustle generates $900 while the expenses require $2,800 is not a comfortable arithmetic. The salary looks different from here, not like a ceiling, like a floor. The $3,400 arriving on the 28th regardless of whether November cooperated with your pipeline. That reliability, which you had been treating as a limitation, now presents itself as the specific unglamorous value of a guaranteed number in an uncertain month. You open the job listings, not with intention, with the browser tab logic of someone managing anxiety by examining options. The tab stays open for 47 minutes. Your family asks the question at dinner, the reasonable one. The one that comes from love and from watching someone take a risk they can't fully see from the outside. The question about stability, about whether $900 in a month that requires $2,800 is a sign worth reading. You close the tab. December, $1,900. January, $2,800. February, $3,200. The $900 month was a data point, not a destiny. The difference between those two interpretations, chosen in a month where the job listings were 3 clicks away, is the entire story. The month the revenue dropped to $900, you didn't quit, but you thought about it, specifically with the spreadsheet open and the job listings tab right there. What you did next is the part that actually matters. Month 19. A Wednesday. 8:43 a.m. The side hustle revenue for the month, with 4 days remaining, sits at $3,620. The salary is $3,400. The crossing happened sometime Tuesday afternoon between a client call and an invoice sent for a project completed over the previous weekend. You are at your desk at the salary job when you check the number. There is a meeting in 12 minutes. The agenda includes quarterly targets, a process improvement discussion, and a brief on the company's performance against the previous year. You have reviewed the agenda. You will participate appropriately. You will contribute the specific professional competence that $3,400 a month has been purchasing for 19 months. Your phone shows $3,620. The feeling is not triumph. The feeling is the specific, quiet clarity of a decision that has been made by the numbers and is simply waiting for you to acknowledge it. You have been building toward this crossing for 19 months of evenings and Sunday mornings, and one November where the revenue dropped to $900 and you rebuilt it anyway. The decision isn't new, it's just finally visible, priced, sitting in a spreadsheet with the same patient certainty as every number that got it here. The meeting begins. You close the phone. The number crossed the line on a Wednesday. Nobody knew. And sitting in that meeting, about something that suddenly felt very small. You realized the decision had already been made. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Here is what you discover after the $3,400 becomes optional. Replacing the income was month 19, replacing everything else the salary was quietly providing. That took until month 25. Structure. The salary came with a schedule that organized 45 hours of your week without requiring you to organize it yourself. Without it, the Monday morning that belongs entirely to you is both the freedom you work toward and, in the first several weeks, an unstructured expanse that your own discipline has to fill. Building that discipline, the internal version without an external deadline enforcing it, is harder than building the income was. Identity. Your job title was doing psychological work you never assigned it. In introductions, in family conversations, in the automatic social shorthand of a professional title that communicated competence and stability in 5 words or fewer. The side hustle requires more words, more explanation, more comfort with describing yourself as someone who built something rather than someone who holds something. Validation. The performance review, frustrating as it often was, provided external confirmation of your value on a predictable schedule. Client results provide the same function with higher stakes and more direct feedback and the specific discomfort of outcomes that belong entirely to you. The $3,400 was income. It was also structure, identity, and external validation. 3 things that don't appear on a payslip and don't transfer automatically to the thing that replaced it. Replacing the salary was month 19. Replacing everything the salary was quietly providing. That was the harder and more important work. Here is what the other side actually looks like. Not the version being sold, the laptop on the beach, the passive income dashboard showing numbers that arrive without attention or effort, or the ongoing work of someone who actually built something. The real version, the one that is harder and better and more genuinely yours. Monday morning, 8:47 a.m. The income for last month was $6,500, reached in month 24, not from working more hours than the salary required, but from working differently. From a rate of $110 per hour for work that compounds its own reputation with every client who returns. From a retainer base of $3,200 monthly that arrives with the reliability the $3,400 used to provide. Except this reliability was built by your decisions, not inherited from someone else's. The ceiling is $6,500 because that is what this month's capacity and pricing produced. Next month's ceiling is a decision you will make. Every constraint on your income is now a decision you made, which means every constraint is a decision you can revise. If you are watching this from month 1, from the $150 that feels inadequate against the $3,400 it is supposed to eventually replace, understand what the $150 actually is. It is not the business. It is the proof. The proof that the ceiling your salary represents is not structural. It is an agreement. An agreement you accepted reasonably because no alternative had been demonstrated. The $150 is the demonstration, the first evidence that outside the employment contract, in the space between your existing skill and someone's existing problem, a transaction is available at a rate your employer never offered and couldn't because the rate was never theirs to set. Month 1 is not month 19. The $150 is not the $3,740 that crossed the salary line on a Wednesday in month 19. But month 19 is not possible without month 1, without the first invoice sent with uncertainty, the first 48-hour wait for payment, the first $150 that proved the ceiling was optional, show up for the income that has no ceiling, in the evenings, in the early mornings, in the months where the revenue drops to $900 and the job listings tab is 3 clicks away and you close it anyway. Your side hustle won't replace your salary on the day you want it to. It will replace it on the day you've built it to. Those 2 days are separated by nothing except consistency, showing up in the hours nobody sees for the result nobody celebrates until suddenly, quietly, it becomes the only income that matters.